Pianos and pistols. Rolling. We're rolling.
Looks like you have jellyfish behind you in the flower, but it's not.
Jellyfish?
Yeah, the flower. It looks like an upside down jellyfish.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
There's jellyfish floating around my head.
Don't call me a jellyfish head. Have you seen the Andy Milonakis show?
No, I know who that is though.
What? You should watch it. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
He used to go with the song. I like peanut butter. Let's put it on my head. Don't call me a peanut butter head. And then he'll like switch it. It's just randomly. It's like very, very, very popular in the 90s. So, anywho,
We're coming to you from the Habit
Burger Grill.
Burger and Grill from
Campbell.
Yes, in Campbell, and the restaurant's from Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara.
Sunny Santa Barbara.
Barbara. Are you recording?
Yes, it is definitely going. We lost a whole bunch of the last time we were recording because I didn't. Well, it cut out because the battery was low, and then I didn't hit. I didn't remember to hit record when we started again.
You're about to say hit action.
Oh, that's awesome!
He's ready for film, guys. He's ready.
Yep. Ready to film some movies. But no, actually, we're gonna record some audio drama type radio story type thing.
Yes.
We're thinking of starting a whole nother podcast just for writing like dramatic stories about stuff.
We're looking for some talent.
Or they could be like funny or romantic.
Yeah.
Or all kinds of stuff.
info@barefootboyradio.com.
In fact,
Ooh.
I have
JJ just pulled out a paper.
I have like I have a typewriter that's just kind of like next to me where my desk is. It's like to the left. And so I just like flipped it on and I was like, I'm just going to leave it there. And if I think of anything, I'm just going to turn
You guys heard that properly. An actual digital typewriter. Like it types on paper.
It's probably like about 30 something, 40 years old.
It's so stinking cool.
It's an electric typewriter. But anyway, so first idea, numero uno.
JJ just wrote a number 1.
A story about an elderly serial killer who mows down victims in his mobility scooter.
Yes. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So we could have like this elderly man, right? He goes around his elderly retirement home.
It was a summer night in 1962.
Yeah. He goes around, he says hi to the workers there. Then he says hi to all the old ladies there. Everybody loves him. He's just this sweet old man. But by night he prowls the streets in his mobility scooter, looking for innocent people who have no idea that he's about to roll up behind them and mow them down in his mobility scooter.
He should be like super cocky about his scooter too. Be like, yeah, this one has all the bells and whistles.
It's got the new V6 Quadramatic Ultra hydro-powered engine.
I even have a curb brush.
It's got 4-wheel drive. for when he needs to run the people over. It's the murder weapon and the escape vehicle all in one.
It has a rear locker, all that stuff. It would be great. Mud tires.
And nobody suspects him because when the cops roll up and they find the murdered victims, they don't suspect the old guy,
Yeah.
calmly going down the street in his mobility scooter.
Yeah.
He couldn't have done anything. How could he have done anything?
Shiny 5-inch chrome rims.
We can make it like the mobility scooter is like one of James Bond's cars or something. So it has a bunch of like gadgets on it. So it's got like a spike that shoots out or something.
We should-
in the front.
We should create like a fake YouTube ad for it.
Ooh, like a fake trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be funny.
That would be hilarious.
Dude, making like just trailers for movies that aren't real could be like really funny.
Right?
That would be fun. I could get behind that.
So that reminds me of when I first moved here. My old roommate and I, Andrew, he created. Well, we kind of did the same thing, but we called it Idea Sessions now, and we literally created fake ads.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they were absolutely amazing. I don't think I have it, though. Of course I don't. Bummer. I'll find it. We'll post it on the website. It's hilarious.
Nice.
I like idea number 1.
Okay, and idea number 1.
Love
Serial
it.
killer, elderly serial killer with mobility scooter.
Let's do it.
Isn't that like? Because like it's the murder weapon and the escape.
Yeah.
vehicle all in one.
It's genius.
It's amazing.
Absolute genius.
And then we can like have a whole backstory to why he's a serial killer.
Yeah, I love it. What were you watching or doing when you thought of that? He doesn't even know people.
Think. Oh, you know what I did is I went back to that YouTube channel I was talking about, the A Current Affair. That's like the Australian news channel.
Yeah.
And I was just looking through their stories. I think one of them was about like someone mowing down people on a mobility scooter. I was like, what?
Oh, that is
in the
hilarious.
world?
I love it.
So I was like, oh, what if it's a serial killer who's like an elderly person?
Yeah,
Right? There's never been an elderly serial killer.
Oh my gosh, that's absolute genius. That's so genius. Like, I feel like that needs to be a true story, but it's so messed up.
Right? It could be like,
Or like he was a serial, like an actual like real life serial killer, and then like he went into hiatus and he comes back in his 60s.
yeah. Or it could be like, you could do a completely different angle where he's not a serial killer, like he's not a psychopath or anything. He just used to be a hitman, but now he's retired, so he just does it for fun.
And his name should be Norm.
Norm the retired hitman.
I love it. I love this.
See, there's another one. That's a whole different idea.
Norm the retired hitman.
Norm the retired hitman. There's a good idea. All right, so moving on to idea number 2.
I just wrote it down.
Oh, you did? Nice. All right, so idea number 2 is a story about a rural trailer park where the residents try to make meth while cops try to crack down on the small community of meth brewers.
Trailer blows up every week. I love it.
Right?
Like, oh, Don tried to make some again. He blew up his trailer. Can have like a little society within the trailer park too. It'd be amazing,
Right? It's like Breaking Bad, but it's a whole trailer park of
Like
trailers.
like a shanty town in Nevada or something.
yeah, it's like out in the desert, like a trailer park.
I love it.
People are like trying to brew meth, and the cops keep trying to like get them.
We should do all of these.
That could be hilarious.
Oh, good dear old Don blew up his trailer again. I hope he made it out in time.
Blew up the trailer.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I just was doing my thing, and all of a sudden my trailer blew up. I made it out in time, but I done lost another dog. I gotta go buy the same one.
Oh, for this one, we could do it like a mockumentary type thing, where it's like these people go to this trailer park to interview the people,
Yeah.
and so it's like the story of this trailer park. So they're like interviewing people.
I
So
love
you could do
it.
a thing like, yeah, I don't know what happened. The trailer park. My trailer. I don't know. I was cooking some meth in there. Then I went out, smoked a cigarette, and then I think I left the stove on or something. It just blew up.
You ever seen that Netflix series where it's literally about like laxative inside of a school?
What?
Yeah, it's hilarious. So these like group of kids like played a prank and put laxative inside the school's lunch. So everyone in school were like pooping their brains out. And it's just a nightmare. It's so
Oh my
funny.
God.
I'll see if I can find a trailer. It's hilarious.
That is funny.
I love the mockumentary idea.
Right? That could be funny.
It's called American Vandal.
Ah, that sounds familiar.
Literally just pooping
Oh my
everywhere.
God.
It's so funny.
That is funny.
Anyway,
All right, so that was our idea too. So far we have the elderly serial killer who kills people with his mobility scooter.
okay.
Story about the meth trailer park. Oh, Norman the retired hitman, right? We came up with an idea. And then number 3, in this story, a couple of hikers get lost in the middle of nowhere, and their relationship quickly falls apart as they become more and more lost. There might also be a mysterious person stalking them. So a bit of like a
Yeah.
thriller type, like
They wake up in the
Scary
morning
thing.
from like spooning and someone just decided to go to the bathroom.
what?
That'd be hilarious. I don't know why I just said that.
Wait, what do you mean?
'Cause you know how like when you're like out in the woods
Yeah,
and you're like lost in the TV shows, they always like have like the people spoon.
yeah.
Well, it'd be funny if someone like actually went to the bathroom during that whole experience. They woke up in the morning and were like, "Oh man, I wet my pants."
That would be funny.
I like that idea. I think number 2 is the best so far.
Number 2 is funny, right?
Yeah.
That could be
Number
good.
2 is hilarious.
Number 3 just made me think of. So, like a couple years ago, I went down a rabbit hole of watching videos on YouTube where it would be someone like reading posts from like Let's Not Meet or like subreddits where people post creepy
Yeah.
encounters or stories. And one of them, I don't remember the story like exactly, but it was something about how like this dude was out like backpacking in the middle of nowhere with his dog, and something about like in the night he heard some weird noise or something, like someone yelling or howling or whatever, and then like he reached down and he felt his dog like licking his hand, so he's like, oh, okay, everything's fine. And then like in the morning when he woke up, he was looking for his dog everywhere, and he found his dog and like killed or something. So he was like, so what was licking my hand?
Oh my gosh, that is weird.
Right? That story was like, when I heard that, I was like, whoa, that is like, that's really good.
Was it a bear?
I don't
'cause Then it
know.
would have ate him.
Could have been anything. Maybe it wasn't an animal.
That's even more weird.
So like when I heard that story, I was like, oh, that's like, I mean, even if that's not real, like, that's just like really good writing. Like,
Well, yeah, you
a
like
really
get
good scary
yeah.
story because like,
yeah.
because like you think the one thing, and then when you find out that the dog's dead, it's like, so what was licking his
Yeah.
hand?
See, and like that's a little bit of how we need to like write all of this, right? So it's like get the
Yeah.
person super invested into the story, and then just be like, boom, plot twist.
Yeah, plot twists,
It's like
or just like,
the movie Parasite. Completely. Did you see it?
no, I haven't seen
Oh,
it.
dude. All right, I'm not gonna talk about it, but like you should totally watch the movie. It's like just like I was super invested, and then all of a sudden I was like, "What?" It's just like, yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
And you can, when like another thing, another tool is like misdirecting the reader or the listener or the reader, so that they think one thing's gonna happen, and then this thing happens. They're like, what? No way.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because that change. So that turned a boring story just instantly into like, oh, okay, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, because then once the twist happens, then like everything that just seemed kind of boring,
it's gone. Yeah.
is like kind of changes.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh wait, new information, and it makes you think differently about the whole story.
I love it. I love it.
So anyway, that was all I had, just the 3 ideas. Have you got any ideas at all?
Not after those. Those are great. Yeah, those are great. Mine just disappeared.
You were thinking about anything, or
No, I actually haven't been.
no? Too busy?
But I love that. What will we call it?
The series, the podcast?
Yeah.
We could call it like
Because what we would have to do is be able to pull a season out of every single one of these.
oh right. Do very like multiple episodes just on one story.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like we need to take this and get super in depth,
Ooh.
right? So like, how do we get people into the character by building up the character? Show some of the history. Episode 2, episode 3, where they are now. Episode 4, their killings and rantings, and episode 5, then you could have a kind of like protagonist against like police or something, right?
Huh. Yeah, the
wait.
serial killer one.
Antagonist is the main, or the
No,
protagonist is.
protagonist is like the main character.
Yeah, so have the antagonist against the protagonist at that point, which would be the police.
Because like the serial killer, the elderly serial killer, you could do like you could do it from like a first person point of view, so it's like almost like a diary or something,
Mhm.
where like he's like recounting
Like he's thinking, yeah.
like how he got to where he is and
Yeah,
different murders that he's done.
I love it.
That could be really interesting.
I'm gonna take a photo of this. I love it. What do y'all think? Write in the comments below.
There's comments?
On the website, there should be.
Oh, I don't know that.
Yeah. If we set it up properly.
Yeah.
Now you got me thinking about all this.
About just like all of them, or
Yeah, like what should we call the podcast? 'Cause
we could.
it has to deal with mystery, right? So
Or it could be all kinds of different things.
captive ties.
Ooh. Captive ties. How about story time with Keith and Johnny?
No.
No, I'm not. I'm not serious.
Johnny.
Captive Ties. So it's like the name is the name of, because so it's like it's almost like a show, and that's the name of the show, and then each season is different stories.
At first. But then, so what, we have 4 stories here?
Uh huh.
Season 5 brings them all together.
Oh.
So you're getting a background. Season 5, they come together
Yeah.
randomly, just in life.
That would be interesting to
And then you
do.
tell a story.
Ooh. So it could be like, oh, so the third idea, the one about the hikers getting lost, we could like make that all like really like tense and it builds up, but then the end of the story doesn't really have a clear ending, and it just kind of like it's not really sure
Yeah.
what happened to them, so that just like, and they've never been seen since, and then
Season 5.
later.
yeah.
It's revealed that the elderly serial killer is the one who killed them, and that's why they went missing.
Exactly. It's like their paths all cross.
Yeah. Or like they stumbled upon the trailer park of meth dealers, and they knew too much. They had to kill them.
Yes. Yeah. And right when he kills him, another trailer blows up.
That's how they kill them. They're like,
He walks into a trailer.
all right, well, just wait right there in the trailer, and then boom. So what I'm getting is
I
that
think that they should all die with trailers blowing up.
that's how the whole thing
And
ends.
then the end.
Is all the trailers just blow up.
Thanks for listening to.
So what I'm getting from this is that you really want to have a trailer blow up.
Yeah. I just think it'll be fun. Did I tell you that story?
What story?
How I actually witnessed like a meth lab blow up.
You did?
Yeah.
What?
I was at work, and we were all like doing our thing. Next thing you know, like you hear like a loud boom, and our entire building shakes. And I was just like, "What was like?" I thought it was an earthquake.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you hear like police cars, firemen, and all that stuff. So I go to the window, and literally like there's smoke coming from the house across the highway, and I'm just like, that house just blew up. Yeah, turns out it was a meth lab.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow.
In Walnut Creek, California. Across the street from 680.
Wow. So there was a house across the highway that was a meth lab.
Yeah.
It blew up.
Blew up, and I witnessed it. Well, I actually I didn't know it was a house that like was doing. I later found out on the
Yeah.
news, but like I felt the shockwave from
Yeah.
the explosion.
Did they say like how it blew up?
The person just measured wrong.
Oh.
Yeah, it like spilled over, and then it caught on fire, and then boom. Yeah.
Well, that's how the trailer could blow up.
Yeah. Perfect. Love it.
Dadgummit, Jimmy, you measured the wrong chemicals again and blew up the trailer. What did I tell you about blowing up the trailer?
Mr. White's not going to be happy.
Mr. White.
Speaking about great writing, that was great writing.
What? The
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad? Never seen it.
Oh, what? You have Netflix, right?
Yeah, actually.
Watch it.
Maybe I'll do
So
that.
good. It's 7 seasons long, but yeah,
Everyone
Is
who
it
I've
7?
ever heard talk about it is
7?
like, oh, it's the best show ever.
literally it was.
So I guess I should watch it.
And you'll know who Jesse is. It's 5 seasons long, sorry. Yeah. So good. So good. Anyway, you should watch it. I
I'll
won't
have to
spoil
watch
it for
it.
you. I love it. Oh, we should also do one about coronavirus.
Oh, yeah.
You like, coronavirus is actually the X1 virus.
The X1 virus?
Why can't I think of the video game? Resident Evil.
Oh. Funny thing about the coronavirus, because isn't it like alcohol like weakens the virus or something?
Oh yeah.
It's like this has to be some kind of joke, right? Like the virus is named Corona,
Mm-hmm.
and alcohol weakens it. So what's the cure to the coronavirus? Just drink a bunch of Corona.
But people are thinking the exact opposite. They stopped drinking Corona.
Oh, that's right. You were telling me that like people are thinking that Corona beer has something to do with the virus.
Yeah, it's been
Their
here.
stocks are going down.
I'll bring up the article. It's hilarious. Did Corona's beer sales drop sharply due to fear about the coronavirus?
What?
Yeah,
They're not even related.
beats me, man. It's so weird. I like don't. People are confusing the coronavirus with Corona beer. Just like
Wow,
how?
like, what are they confusing?
I have no clue. I have no clue. It's from CNN.
Oh,
title.
CNN. Red Coronas couldn't have come at a worse time for Corona beer. Wait, why?
They go on and talk about how, like, people are confusing. That's just an ad. They go on and talk about how people are confusing the beer for the actual virus, saying that you can get the virus if you drink the beer.
That's so stupid.
Yep.
How much you want to bet they just made this up so that people would click on it and be like, what? No way.
You think so?
I wouldn't be surprised. It's CNN.
Well, no. There's a bunch out there. Like, if you just go to news.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not just like a one random
Oh
article?
no, it's all over the place.
What is this? CEO behind Corona just responded to claims that coronavirus is hurting beer sales. It's a lesson in emotional intelligence.
It's pretty funny.
How do you confuse coronavirus with beer? I don't understand that.
So apparently 38% of Americans aren't that smart.
I'm not surprised.
It literally says 38%. Where is it? 38% of Americans won't drink Corona beer because of coronavirus. So stupid.
That is pretty dumb.
Oh man.
It's
Welcome to America.
because that means that the only reason they think that is because they both have Corona in the name.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, that's the same name. It must have something to do with Corona beer.
Yeah. To be totally honest, those people will probably drink Coors Light or Bud Light anyway instead of Corona. So.
Yeah.
just like, it's literally just a flu. It's the same thing as a flu.
Yeah, it's just the next big virus. It's like there's been viruses like
Yeah. H1N1, all that stuff.
yeah, it's like bird flu, swine flu,
Yeah. Spanish flu.
Zika,
Ebola.
SARS.
Yeah.
It's like there's just a new one like every few years. It's like, oh, it's the next big virus. Oh no, everybody's gonna die. Oh. And then like 2 years later, it's like, oh, remember that one virus? Like, huh, that's funny. Everybody was scared of that. Nothing happened.
Yeah. Stock market dropped last week because of it. Just nuts, man. Anyway.
It's kind of funny though, because that's like, if you look back at like all the like viral things that people are afraid of like over the years, or like Time magazine covers, if you look at them like over the years, wherever they're like talking about something bad, it's like people used to be afraid of the hole in the ozone layer, or acid rain,
Yeah.
or like all this stuff that just like everybody just forgot about, and it's like,
Yeah.
why was anybody like? It's just like they always like make a big deal about it, and like you watch the news and it's like, oh, everybody's gonna die, oh my god, and then like 10 years later everybody's just forgotten about it.
That's true.
And it's like,
Jimi Hendrix predicted acid rain before anyone else
really?
with his song Purple Rain.
There's
Whoops.
there's
Breaking into his car.
I don't know. I guess it's just like in affiliation with the Jimi Hendrix estate, but there's a type of weed called Purple Haze.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been around for a while, actually. From what I hear, it's pretty good. But I don't know. Never.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
it's pretty good.
Allegedly speaking. I'm not surprised if you could get like cookies or something. I mean, it's legal now, right? So
Yeah, it is. I mean, if you're over 21, you can just buy it for any reason.
yeah. Cookies or a brownie.
I think it's 18 for a medical card and then 21 just to buy it.
Yeah. It's like alcohol.
Yeah.
Alcohol.
Which I don't understand. What? Just make everything the same age. Like either it's 18 or it's 21, or like, you know, like
Yeah.
you can join the military and go fight in a war, but you can't drink alcohol.
My whole idea with the thing is, as soon as someone can drive, they should be allowed to do everything else.
Driving, true, because like that's a big. That's a lot of responsibility. That's,
Yeah.
Driving accidents kills like 230,000
Yeah.
people a year.
If they could trust someone with a car that
Or wait, no, it
weighs-
doesn't. It doesn't kill that many people. There are that many
Injured.
accidents
Yeah.
every year.
If someone can, if they can trust people to drive a 3 to 8,000 pound vehicle
When they're
Oh,
like
oh.
15.
around,
16?
then yeah, then I think everyone else is fine.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but there's like a lot of there's like, you know, a lot of learning that goes into that, and then, you know, supervision and
are we talking about the 38%?
the 38%. Because with driving, there's 2 different tests you have to pass before you're allowed to do it. So maybe there should just be like a test for when you're allowed to drink. So like when you're
True.
16, you can take a test, and it's like, okay, you passed the test, you can drink alcohol now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
It would be interesting. Wonder how many people would fail that test.
Well, what kind of test would it be? It's like, what would you have to be able to know and pass in order to drink? Maybe it's stuff like blood alcohol content for driving, or
I feel like we're getting into like divergent territory.
what do you mean?
You ever seen the movie Divergent.
No.
Oh, dude, it's so good. You should watch that on Netflix too. Have you seen Hunger Games?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but like way more down to earth, way more realistic.
Oh,
So pretty good.
interesting.
But like they have like certain tests that they have to pass in order to get to a certain social status.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
So you can like work your way up or work your way down, and you're automatically a part of some faction or something like that. So
Huh.
it's pretty cool. Yeah, you should check that out too. You have a lot of TV to watch.
Well, speaking of TV, so I kind of like how I came up with the idea for the trailer park where they're brewing meth.
Yeah.
Is I kind of got the idea of it being like a trailer park from Trailer Park Boys, because
Ooh.
that's a funny show, and there's a lot of stuff
Yeah.
that is about them being a trailer park
Really
that makes it kind of
surprised
funny,
the trailer hasn't blown up in that show yet.
right? Wait, oh no, one burned down.
Perfect. They
But
just happen to have the propane tank away from the.
Didn't you say you've only seen like one episode of that show or
I've
something?
only seen one episode.
So there's a show that you need to watch, because that show is like,
I'm down.
that's a classic show.
Didn't it start off on YouTube and then it became like an actual production show?
No, I don't know. I don't think so, because I think it started before YouTube was a thing. I think they started in like 1999.
Really?
Like, it's really old.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Which, the one thing that surprises me is like, up until maybe like the last season, which was made pretty recently,
Yeah.
they managed to both, like Ricky and Julian managed to both like look pretty much the same over like, 10 plus years. It's like they didn't change a whole
That's
lot,
kind of scary.
right? It's like, it's kind of interesting because they got like a lot older, but they didn't like change a whole lot. Like, they still look pretty similar to
Like makeup or.
I guess, I don't know, probably.
That's very interesting. I'm gonna show you
Oh,
a video.
they did a podcast that's on YouTube. Where
They
it's
did?
like, yeah, it's like, and like they're in character and stuff,
Oh wow.
and it's like Ricky, Julian, and Bubbles. And
Bubbles.
they talk about stuff. It's really funny.
Let's see if I can find this. Videos. Dang, I have 206 videos. So we attempted to make a Trailer Park Boys. Trailer, like our own Trailer Park Boys trailer. And I don't think I have it anymore, but it was hilarious. No, I don't have it anymore.
Oh,
I'll see if I can find
on
it.
YouTube or something?
I'll see if I can find it on YouTube, but it was the trailer park version of The Office,
Oh, that's interesting.
right? I just think it was hilarious. It definitely had some potential, but we all got busy and we didn't go through with it.
Yeah, it's hard to like do projects like that unless it's like a full-time thing you're focusing on.
Big truck.
Unless it's like your job or something. Because it takes a lot of time to
Yeah.
do stuff like that.
Yeah. telling you, man, just get a warehouse. Just
Oh, dude, the warehouse.
live in a quarter, and then
We could do so many things with a warehouse.
yeah, agreed. How would you like live in a corner, and then you could set up like a whole like green screen area, like a like hardware supply area, so all our cameras and microphones and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And then we could have like a kitchen area, so we can create like
The
cooking
warehouse
shows.
kind of ties into the idea you have for Crisp Aperture.
Yes,
Because that could be like the actual physical studio where we make things happen.
I don't know if you noticed, but all my ideas intertwine with each other.
That's good.
It's just one big thing.
Yeah.
At some point I'll reach them all.
Let's see. You could have like a woodworking part of the warehouse to make things. That would be
Studio. Yeah. Like we could just make something off of the woodworking part. Then we could switch and do
cool. You could
something.
film that too.
Yeah. Literally. That's why I said like media group,
Yeah.
right? Because you have all these different things, and then everything that you film and do becomes your portfolio.
Yeah. Exactly. Like
For-
the more you do, the more you can
Yeah.
be like, hey, here's all the stuff we've done.
Yeah.
You can take a look for yourself and see like
Even
what
if
our
it's
work
for
is
ourselves. Right?
Yeah.
So, for those who just joined us, JJ and I have been talking about creating our own like media business and like website and blog and all that stuff. And we don't know the full name yet, but we have an acting name, crispaperture.com. So actually check it out. There's some stuff on there. But it's just kind of photos, audio dramas, video, just a whole bunch of like anything that's to do with like production
Yeah.
is on there. So that's what we're talking about.
Oh, speaking of, what's like? You probably haven't even thought at all about the like the different parts of Crisp Aperture besides photography. But like, have you thought much about like music? Because
For sure.
I have like a whole like finished album of like instrumental like
Oh, really?
electronic type music.
Dude, throw it up
I could put it
there.
on there. I just don't really know like how to put that on there. Or like, is that set up so that
Yeah.
you can put stuff on there?
You're the admin. Actually, you know what we should do? Maybe like Thursday or something. I don't know your work schedule, but
Oh yeah,
we should get together. We should I should train you on the website
yeah,
because you're an admin. You're like that's also your that's your thing too.
yeah.
So you can literally run with that thing and just do whatever you want. So
That'd be cool.
I just paid for the renewal of the server, so it's fresh. You're good to go.
Nice. Yeah, that would be good because I'm not really like familiar with how all the stuff works. Or
Yeah.
like if I want to put stuff on it. Oh, with the photos, because I still have to like share them with you, and then you like compress them all, and
Yeah, we need to fix that.
yeah. So that's something we gotta fix so that I don't have to like send them to you and then
Yeah, I really should just buy like a subscription for like 7 people.
yeah. Be part of the media group.
There you go. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So this guy just came in with a whole bunch of like buns, and it says Athens on it. It's crazy how fast food restaurants get their supplies. Like this huge truck filled with buns.
Well, speaking of restaurants getting supplies, a lot of the times what happens where I work is it'll be like Tuesday or Wednesday, and they'll just be like, or usually like Tuesday, because it'll be after the weekend, and then I'm there and I'm just like going around looking at all the stuff we don't have, and I'm just like, oh my god, there's like a huge list of stuff we don't have, and then it'll take like till Thursday to actually get stuff.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Well, because like it's not very organized, because it's either because there's like a couple
Amazon.
different because there's like someone the owner gets produce from, so they'll just like drop it all off at once, and then there's like other stuff that's to do with like different supplies and stuff.
Yeah.
So that'll get, because the produce is more like a weekly thing, and then other stuff is like once a month.
I'm sorry guys, but 3 sheriff cars just pulled into the parking lot.
Something's going on. Denny's isn't gonna hold up again.
Oh my gosh. That was a crazy day.
Hostage situation at Denny's.
We should tell that story so people know what we're talking about.
Oh yeah, like across the street from where we are, there's a Denny's, and it was on the news like last year, I think,
Yep.
that some dude had run into Denny's and held it up and was taken like hostages or whatever.
For like 14 hours.
Yeah, so there's just like cops circled around it. There's helicopters flying over it. It's like, I mean, pretty smart. Like, if you're gonna hold up somewhere and like stay there and hold hostages, Denny's is a good place. There's like tons of food.
Yeah, yeah.
You just stay there forever.
Make yourself an omelet, you know. Be like, make me an omelet. Get me a soapy orange juice.
Soapy orange juice. Oh, another one, dude. What is going on?
Wow.
4 cars.
I think it might be
Sheriff cars.
Mod Pizza.
Something's going on. Maybe they just all went to go get pizza.
It's a sheriff party.
I've seen like a bunch of cops all like roll up at one restaurant and get food.
Donut shop.
Donut shop.
Why is that a thing?
I don't know. It must come from somewhere.
Simpsons.
Maybe I don't know. I feel like it's older than that though. I feel like it's been a thing for like a long time that's like a stereotype. The cops like donuts.
I mean, it's kind of true though.
I mean, yeah. But here's the thing: is it a cop thing or is it just a everybody likes donuts thing?
Good
You know?
point. Yes.
Like fried chicken. Like fried chicken isn't racist. Everybody likes fried chicken.
Also true.
Who doesn't like fried chicken?
I'm gonna look this up right now.
Donuts?
Yeah. Let's see, donut stereo type.
Donut stereo.
Donuts.
That's not quite. It's gonna be like a stereo speakers in the shape of donuts are gonna pop up.
Oh my gosh.
Donut stereo.
Okay. Associated Donuts back in the 1950s when they were the only snacks available at late night.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yep. Donut stores are open late at night because they needed to get it ready for the morning rush.
Oh, interesting.
As a result, they were some of the best options for cops who need a quick bite to eat, a place to fill out paperwork and make a call. Or simply sit and take a breather. I didn't know that.
Didn't know that either.
Well,
Makes sense.
That explains it.
Now they can just go to Denny's.
Yeah. Yeah. Just, if you lived in the 50s, don't never try to rob a donut
what
shop.
was it, like 1950 something when Denny's was founded?
Oh, yeah, that's right. We looked that up, didn't we? We totally looked that up.
Like 1958 or something?
Yeah, and then IHOP came and just, like, crushed them. Let's see. 1953
Oh, 53.
in Lakewood, California.
I wonder if they were 24 hours when they first opened. Probably
I
not.
doubt it.
Yeah.
IHOP is 58. There's one more.
Oh, Waffle House?
Waffle House.
Waffle House. There's a video of like a Waffle House, like probably in somewhere like Atlanta or somewhere like
Yeah.
kind of ghetto. And there was just like these employees in the back just like full on brawling. They were just like fighting. Someone like threw a trash can at the other
Oh my
worker.
gosh.
And the dude like taking the video was just like, hey, can I get a waffle? Can I get a waffle? Excuse me.
Don't punch him right there. I need a waffle. 1955 for Waffle House.
Ah. I have
What?
never been to Waffle House.
Neither have I. It started in Georgia.
That's like a... Yeah, that's like... I don't think there's a whole lot of Waffle Houses in California. It's
Well,
not a big thing over here.
they do have 21,000 locations across the U.S.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably some, but it's not like a very
True.
popular thing here.
Let's see if there's any near here. We should do our next recording at a Waffle House.
Oh, dude, yes. Next podcast, go to Waffle House. Be like, we getting chicken and waffles at Waffle House. Waffle House has chicken and waffles, right?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so.
Why not? If you're called Waffle House, why would you not have chicken and waffles?
No clue.
And they're from Georgia. Like, what?
Oh, there is none in the state of California.
Really?
Nope.
Wow.
There's a Pancake House, but not a Waffle House. The original Pancake House is the West Coast version of Waffle House.
Oh. Interesting. So
Wow.
we can't go to a Waffle House.
Nope. I mean, we can go to Georgia.
We could do that. That would
Be
be
a
fun.
long plane ride.
Podcast on a plane.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we could do podcasts in a car. Car cast.
Yeah.
We could do podcast on a train.
Mhm.
Train cast. We could do podcast on a plane.
Mm-hmm.
A plane cast.
And we could drink Coronas in every single one of them and say we have the coronavirus.
Oh, we can do podcast on a boat.
Ooh, Boatcast.
Podcast on a... What else? A bike?
Bike. Actually, it would be
What
kind of
else
cool.
is
Get like a Bluetooth headset and we could just go biking somewhere.
True. Oh yeah, that's something I was thinking about is what would make this easier since we're not like sitting in like my like office type room or something. We're actually out in like public. It might make it easier just to have like wireless mics that you
Oh,
flip
yeah.
onto your shirt.
You know what? I actually think I have some.
Oh really?
Yeah, I have to look. But yes, it would be. Because
That-
then we could just
Yeah,
like,
because then we don't have to like hold that.
it'll be less
microphone.
obnoxious and
You wouldn't even be able to notice
yeah,
it.
I don't feel like I'm holding something in my hand.
Yeah. So is there bikes, cars, planes, boats, trains? What else is there?
This guy's plate is Dube Esquire. Mr. Dube. Dube.
his,
Dube.
his license plate.
Dube.
Dube Esquire.
Dube. Dube.
We could do
Dube.
so if we do a podcast
Dude.
on a
Dube.
if we do if
Dube.
we do
Dube. Dube. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
if we do a
Dude.
podcast
Okay. I'm done.
you want to do one more in there?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay. If we do a podcast on a plane,
Yeah.
we could do the opposite and do like a podcast underground.
Ooh.
Like I don't know how we would get underground. Maybe go to like
Like in
some
an actual
caves.
basement.
A basement. Oh, dude, that's like the whole thing with the show is like straight from the basement. Maybe what if we actually recorded in a basement? How crazy would that be?
Just do it.
After the amount of
It'd be hard
times-
in California to find a basement. But
Yeah, that's true. Like after the amount of times on this podcast that either we've said or somebody said
Straight
from
from
the
the
basement.
basement.
What if we actually did it from a basement?
I'm down. I don't know where we would find a basement though.
Yeah, there's like no basements here. It's not a thing.
That's so weird to me. I grew up with basements.
Well, because it's like you get an earthquake and then like your basement's gone. Your house
Yeah, I mean,
falls into your basement.
you're in the first floor. It's gonna happen anyway.
It's like the second floor becomes the first floor.
Yeah.
Well, you got a one-story house. And if you have a one-story house already, it's gone.
So like people park cars underground
we could
here.
do
So I mean, that's technically a basement.
yeah. If we try to do one underground, we could go to a parking garage. 'Cause we're
Yeah.
underground. Like we're
Hey,
recording
underground
this
car park.
underground. We're underground right now.
Yeah, they stopped building basements in California in the 70s. Wow, so if we find a house that's older than the 70s that has a
True.
basement. Wow.
But then still, not all houses, because our house was built in like 1948 or something. It doesn't have a basement.
That's interesting. That's crazy. Oh. There's a couple around, but yeah, they're very scarce. San Leandro. Pretty much everywhere in like the hills. Because the other side of the hill is open and that's an
Yeah.
open part of the house.
Ooh, what if? Because you're probably not allowed to. Or no, you're definitely not allowed to do this. But what if, like, you just didn't tell anybody, and so you have a basement, right? And then you dig underneath and do another level lower, and another basement, and then lower and lower, and just keep digging down.
The basement within a basement.
Just
I
have
would-
like 5 stories of basements.
I would think you would hit like a main or something.
Oh, true.
Or like a sewage pipe. That would
Yeah.
suck. No, actually, that's not true because sewage pipes are normally in the road.
Oh, right, yeah, that's true. So other pipes, which if you have a basement already, are not going to be.
Yeah, you're
a problem.
fine. You should be fine. I mean, if anything, you'll hit like concrete. So then, if you break through the concrete, then that's also the foundation for your house.
Oh, true.
Probably a bad idea.
That's a good point.
I know it's doable though, because some person on the East Coast did it, because he was obsessed with tunnels.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like an interesting story.
Yeah, it was like a murder mystery thing that I was like listening to. I'll send you the episode. It's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Guy who's like digging tunnels under his house.
He was like a hacker. And then he was just obsessed with tunnels. He like hired people to dig for him and then like pay them. He would blindfold them so they don't know where he lived. These tunnels went for like miles. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then like
That's crazy.
some person found out where he lived, so he like killed them and hit him on the head and like all this other stuff. It was just craziness. And then like someone was stupid and they tipped a candle over and everything caught on fire. And that's how the city found out. The city never knew until the fire happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, because like if you don't tell anybody, nobody's gonna find out about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Like, I mean, well, that's what Elon Musk did when he built that tunnel in LA. He
Oh,
literally
really?
dug under someone's house
Really?
with like this huge machine. And the machine was so quiet, they didn't even know that there was a tunnel underneath their house.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? Some dude's just digging a tunnel under your house.
Just nuts.
The mole people.
Yeah. Just nuts.
Oh, did you know mole people are a real thing?
Mole people?
Yeah, there's a whole like society of like homeless people that live in tunnels underneath New York City.
Really?
Yeah, there's like a documentary about it on YouTube that I watched. It's super interesting.
I think I'm gonna watch that tonight.
It's not just New York. There's some tunnels under Las Vegas too.
Really?
There's just like either sewer tunnels or subway tunnels. But yeah, and they kind of had to keep moving around because like Amtrak and the city try to like get them out of the tunnels.
That has to be like really weird.
right?
Because there's no light, there's rats, it's just
Yeah.
darkness.
They live like weeks on end without any
Like, what if it rains
ever
and
coming up to the
stuff?
surface.
That is so. Well, you know what they say? So, like, underground, do they look like that?
No.
There used to be, so like in New York City, they created all these like railway systems and underground metro systems, and then it like they lost funding, so they completely abandoned the project, and then they dug a whole new set of tunnels with all new systems.
Oh, really?
So that old system is probably where everyone's living.
I think so. Because I think they were saying something about how Amtrak back in like the 80s tried to build all these tunnels and
Yeah.
then they stopped. And so that's like where all these people
That's
are living.
crazy. There's like a untouched like whole like station down there too.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
like, no
You're like
one-
not allowed to go there.
Yeah.
I saw like this dude on YouTube who's like urban explorer dude. He like he was going through those tunnels. He went to the station we were allowed to. And he was like had to be all careful to make sure nobody saw him. And he was like exploring these tunnels under New York.
Wow.
That's another cool video. And then he like climbed up on some bridge. Like all of it was illegal.
Dang. What if they said anything to him after he published the video?
I can't remember if he had like I don't think he might not have showed his face or something.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Something like that, yeah.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have to show his face, but if he has another video that's showing his face.
True. I think the whole channel was around like urban exploration. type
Oh, that's
stuff.
pretty cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. But yeah, like the mole people, it's crazy because like it's literally like you'll be like if you walk on a street in New York and then like there's like a sewage drain or whatever, like there could be like literally people like right down there.
I used to pee in those when I was a kid.
Oh really?
Yeah. I just park the car and I just literally pee in the drain.
That's funny. I think it started like in the 70s when this city. I don't know if this is. I don't know if this was in the video or not, or if it's true. But I think it was in the video.
Oh yeah.
But like back in like the 70s, like when New York like went bankrupt, it was like safer to live like under the city and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, back in the 70s, the city of New York like went bankrupt.
Wow.
And so it was like super cheap to live there, and like there was pretty much like no city services or anything. It was like pretty like wild.
Dang. I can't
There's,
imagine
like,
that
all
happening
kinds of
now.
stuff going on. That was when like
He's eating a rat.
that's funny. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that's-
96th Street. Is that the station that's like
Yeah.
abandoned that you're not allowed to go to?
The famous station. Here's a group of homeless people.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I gotta watch this documentary.
Yeah, look it up. It's
Dude,
really
can you imagine
interesting.
just walking through that? That's so disgusting.
Yeah. That's crazy.
In tunnel, mole people fight to save home.
Yeah, because I think now Amtrak is like trying to get people out of the tunnels so they can build more lines.
Yeah. I mean, all they have to do is just run a train through that thing. They'll get out real quick. Wow, this is interesting.
Yeah, when I get home, I'll look for the video that I specifically watched. If I find it, I'll send it to you. Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Someone just like hallucinating one day just decided to draw people with claws,
I think that's from a movie.
weird eyes.
I think that's from like an old movie
Wow.
of like mole people. Like those old like black and white horror movies
Oh.
where it's like
Yeah, that makes sense.
a giant bug or something, and then like it's obviously just a zoomed up like close up of a regular sized
Got
or
it.
something, or like
Yeah.
that's pretty funny. Like old horror movies, or just old movies in general. Kind of want to watch that movie now. Mole People.
$4 on Amazon. Oh, right here. The Mole People, Life in the Tunnels Beneath New York City by Jennifer Toth.
That? Oh. No, I don't think that's it. Well, maybe that is. I don't know.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a book. It's not a movie.
Oh. That's definitely not it.
Yeah, dude. Send me that. I'm kind of
Yeah.
curious.
It's really interesting.
Oh. They just look malnourished and everything.
It's basically just like
Someone's house.
homeless people, but like underground.
Well, this has been Keith.
And Barefoot Boy.
Thanks again.
On the podcast of the same name.
Word. Word.
Anyway, we're going to sign off because the habit is closing, so we should leave. But anyway, thanks for listening. See ya.
See you guys.
I thought I'd let you know. Next time you go and buy a record and you think you're really alternative and groovy and everybody is into the alternative charts, remember it's just like the other side, except it's a bit stranger.